Hello, 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 everyone. It's Honey here, and welcome back to another episode of Honey Blossom Plays. Happy Tuesday, and also happy December. We have finally made it to the end of the year. It is so great to see you back here watching another video, or if you're joining this live, thank you for being here. Today on Honey Blossom Plays, we are playing one of my favorite roguelike cooking sim games, PlateUp. What better time to play a restaurant slash cooking simulation game than around the holidays where so much good food is eaten. I have already been eating so well with the passing of American Thanksgiving and can already practically taste all the delicious holiday related foods I will be eating later during this month. Today, however, we will be opening up a pie restaurant because who doesn't love pie? I'm curious to know what flavor of pie you enjoy the most, so feel free to leave a comment down below and we can yap all about our love of pies. Personally, my favorite flavor is coconut cream pie, and it has been my favorite ever since I was like 10, and I get it every year on my birthday, so I always look forward to that time of year. I also wanted to say thank you for all the love on my Discounty Chapter 1 video. Very happy you all are enjoying that. We are currently in Chapter 2, and there are 3 total chapters in the Discounty game, so I'm curious to know how things will continue to ramp up as we near the final chapter. But yes, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, be sure to click that like button, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, and also click that bell to get notified of future ASMR gaming streams which occur on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the week. So, without further ado, let's get to making our restaurant. I apologize for being late. I'm sorry. I'm still getting back into the swing of things post Thanksgiving vacation, and it is a Monday, so you'll have to excuse me, or a Tuesday. But yes, you've eaten like 2 pies ever, and one of them was a blueberry pie. Ooh, blueberry pie sounds so delicious. There's like a boysenberry, which I've never had, but I hear people talk about boysenberry pies. I personally love pie. Every year on Pie Day, my family and I, we have pie. So, we've had some really good Costco pies in the past. So, yeah. You think as a child you always loved key lime pie? Ooh, that's definitely my parents' favorite flavor. They love their key lime pie. But as you had some real ones, it wasn't up to your expectation. Oh, I see. Yes, and I'm here now, so that's all that matters. So I haven't picked out a map, or I guess a seed per se, or a floor plan. Goodness, pardon me. And I also will be playing with my controller today, so we will probably be getting some extra, I guess, clicky controller sounds with the gameplay and everything. But in terms of a floor plan, this one for Alpine, of course I had to make it all snowy. It sounds pretty good to me. It looks very spacious, as you can see. Plenty of places to serve pie, and also for automation things. I think it'll just be fairly smooth. Like, we've got lots of kitchen space. So let's go to the back. Of course, we'll be making meat pies, and the recipe includes grabbing a flour, going to the sink to get a dough ball, action item there to make the pie crust, taking the meat, putting it in the pie, or do I have to cook the pie first? I'm so used to dessert pies. Did I? Oh, I think. Well, it's a good thing we're testing this out now. And then do I? No, that's a dumpling. If I put the meat like that, that's a dumpling. How do I make a meat pie? Add meat and cook. Knead into a pie crust. Oh, I guess it's just the meat entirely. So I make a pie crust just like this. And then I just add the whole meat. Okay, I couldn't remember if I had to chop the meat or not. Thank you for the hearts as well. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Taylor. Hello, Frank. Hello, Kiss. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. So yeah, basically, pop this in the oven, and we have ourselves a meat pie. So, I think I might. Oh, let's talk about my little character here. I'm giving a very disheveled baker, if you will. I've got flour and who knows what other ingredients all over my apron, and of course I'm festive. You know, I tried to maybe hang up some lights in my restaurant. I'm giving myself lore. Perhaps I tried to decorate my little pie shop here and got a little bit tangled up, but I think it's cute. I enjoy the customizable features of your character in PlateUp, and of course with mods there's so many more options. This is just a grabber. I believe these are okay, they're smart grabbers. Smart grabbers might be really nice to start out with. Especially for pie making. I will also have to be mindful of the time because I can just stream and stream and stream this game for hours and hours on end, but I will try and keep it to an hour and a half, 2 hours maximum of gameplay today, and we can of course continue our pie restaurant into a franchise in the coming episode. Oh, that's another thing that I didn't mention in the introduction. In case you missed it, I made a community post that had all of the live streams in a little graphic format, like a visual schedule, so you can know what to anticipate, but you can also be sure to check the upcoming live streams tab, the upcoming live streams section under the home tab for all of the lovely games we will be playing this month. But yeah, let's start with just one smart grabber. It would be nice if we had like a hob or maybe even an oven or anything, but I think this is what we're gonna go with. So we're gonna be making pies, and this is the restaurant we are going with. And if any volume needs to be increased or decreased, feel free to let me know. I'm more than willing to make adjustments for the utmost comfy atmosphere. I know that some of the appliances, especially when cooking, can get a little loud, but the oven is fairly quiet. It's not like a hob. Okay, so let's buy this. Goodness, we actually do have quite a lot of space here, and we are given a lot of tables. Volume is good. Thank you for letting me know. That's good. Okay. And no worries if you have to pop in or out of the stream. We're just here for the cozy vibes, just hanging out. And I will try to be fairly quick about my kitchen setup. Oh, it'd be nice if we could like do dishes, like automate dishes in here. And then we just kind of like make pies over here perhaps. Oh goodness, there's so much space. This has me very excited. And also, it's been a little bit since I've last played PlateUp myself. I've been on grinding on other games, so it feels nice to be back. But okay, honestly, we can do something. Well, I guess maybe I should. I guess I honestly could have set up my restaurant before I even started my stream, but I wanted to get the whole gaming process. But maybe next time, if we're not continuing this restaurant and maybe I decide I want to make cookies or turkey, perhaps another holiday Christmas dish, then perhaps I will already have my kitchen set up, because I can be quite particular with my kitchen. So anyway, this would be nice for returning dishes back. I suppose plating pies, we're also going to want the flour to be nearby. I love how I'm like, I've got so much space, and then here I am just mashing myself into a little space here. But if we take this and put the pie here, and then just take the meat out of the fridge and put that there, then we can boom, 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 and then also put another pie there. That's not bad, not bad. Table-wise, surface-wise, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. We've got plenty of space. Perhaps we could stash some tables in here. And then let's see. I don't need the trash can, but I suppose if I do truly have to run around, we can set it over there. We could technically do another table here. Oh, well, that would be blocking myself a little. So then perhaps we'll just take a counter and have it there so we can place any additional pies. We've got this table here. We've got this table here. We can remove this. We can place another. This is going to be quite the tight space, but in terms of placing extra pies, we can place here, place here. We can also clear dishes. Everything is fairly, in my eyes, close near each other. Do I want access to the phone? I think that would be well. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be utilizing this counter here, other than to put pies here and here, and then once they come out, I just kind of place them along the bottom here. So we'll keep the phone here, and yeah, I think we can go ahead and get started. I will be taking a sip of water here because my voice is getting a little croaky. So just excuse me 1 second. Water is so refreshing. I hope you took the time to do the same. Hydration is key. And the name of our restaurant, I didn't think of a name. Perhaps during our first day we can think of a name. Does the restaurant say definitely not expired? That's such a silly pun. Oh my goodness. Okay. So anyway, let's get started on our pie restaurant. So we will do this, and let me just set this to be a a clear plate, so when things get carried off, we can... Oh right, I need a plate. So when the dishes get carried off, everything will be good to go. Honestly, this is way too slow for me. I think I'm just gonna call everyone in. And I have the table space for it as well. So, let's get another pie going. Oopsie, don't want to burn this. We can set that there. It'll be nice. We are definitely going to look for mixers when it comes to automation later. I'm okay on the dishes. I think in terms of being... Oopsie, I do need a plate. In terms of... My goodness. Being productive. There we are. In terms of being productive, I definitely would rather have a scrubbing brush and a power sink. And the mess is not too bad. So yeah. Good first day. If anyone also has any suggestions for what I could name my pie restaurant, feel free to let me know. Pies don't have to be the pun. It could just be like, I don't know, Honey's Pies or something. But, yeah, we shall see. Alright, so let's go ahead and open our envelopes here. Every day we get a new set of envelopes with different appliances. And eventually during decoration day they will be full of decor, but for the time being they are appliances. And I definitely want to save... Let's see, Danger Hob. The thing about Danger Hob is that it's messy. And right now the ovens don't make any mess, so I don't have to worry about anything in the kitchen. So we're plenty good, if I can say that, on dining tables. Plates aren't an issue right now. Maybe we could do something. We could do something interesting. If we do get an auto plater, and eventually we have it so the... Well, I guess if we make it a smart grabber, I'm thinking about automation and it's day 2. This is how much I love this game. But if we make it a smart grabber and it only pulls completed pies out of the oven, we could have it auto-plated once we get a research desk. And that could be something interesting. I've never really messed with the auto-plater too much. Or we can just save the plates for a regular stack. I mean, when it comes to feeding the plates into the auto-plater, that would be very nice. That way I don't have to worry about like really restocking that. But I think that's what I'm going to do, is just Honey's Pie Hive. That would be pretty cute. I think that's very nice. Let's get started with our second day here. And we're just gonna get these pies going again. And once I throw this in the oven, I will ring my little telephone here. Get these customers in to my restaurant. I might as well call the last ones as well. There we are. Can clear this plate. Get this customer served. And then make one more pie. Okay. Maybe wash a dish while I'm just waiting here. And the last one in the sink. Easy, easy. Now, when it comes to getting our cards later on in the run, that's when the difficulty can truly ramp up 0 to 100 real fast. So will have to hope that we are in the PlateUp God's good graces. Okay, we've got more plates. What else do we have? Oh, research desk. That's going to be very, very lovely. We've got a hob. Another oven would be nice. But in terms of dessert pies, we might have that. So I think what I will do is I will buy this stack of plates. And I will upgrade this to be an auto plater. And then we can potentially see about doing a reroll if there is nothing that we are really seeing we enjoy after this. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. So yeah, everything looks good to me so far though. I'm sure I could be perhaps doing this a bit quicker by having the oven down here and the plates closer to the customers, but we'll worry about some layout changes in a little bit here. I will change my name of the restaurant. I don't know if it will, oops, I apologize, my controller. I don't know if it will fit, but I think the name Honey's Pie Emporium is so silly, and I don't know if it will fit. But let's see. If I start typing here, P-O-U-R Emporium. Is it I-U-M? Is it Empor? I-U-M? This is terrible. I don't know how to spell. I think it's E-M-P-O-R-I-U-M. If it's incorrect, we can always change it. But yeah, welcome to Honey's Pie Emporium. And oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Sometimes spelling can be quite tricky, so I appreciate that. Let me set my keyboard down here. Gently, quietly. Okay, and let's get back into my restaurant. I'll only do 2 because I do want to be able to research at the end of the day, or even now, I suppose. Get these pies going. We've got a single top here. We've got another single top there. Okay, and we've got a double. More customers coming in. I mean, I might as well ring my phone for some extra money. I'm always about the money. Okay, but anyway, let's get these people in and out of Honey's Pie Emporium. Currently only selling meat pies, however. That will not be the case for long. I will set 1 pie here. Get another pie going. Okay. The last 2 pies, get these settled. And I did see a workstation, or I should say a counter that could have been changed into a workstation, but I am really wanting to save for a mixer. So anyway, before I serve these delightful customers, I'll squeeze by here really fast to make this an auto plater. There we have it. And grab this pie and enjoy. Thank you so much. I hope you visit Honey's Pie Emporium once again. Also, if game audio is too loud, like we just had some pretty loud clapping there, and the gameplay, the music does ramp up, let me know and I can turn it down to make the experience more ASMR-esque and not super I guess stimulating. We're trying to do low sensory stuff here. So bread is a starter. is incredibly annoying. And as you can see, it's a 3-star difficulty. Music is a tiny bit loud. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will definitely turn it down even more. I wasn't too sure because I didn't start a restaurant to test, but I really appreciate you letting me know. So I think we will do greatly increases customer eating time. Actually, see, right now that's not an issue if I do the leisurely eating time, but if we have desserts and then more customers are coming in, then, you know, then it's like I need people to be in and out of my restaurant. But bread is a starter. The eating time is nothing. I would just need to make bread. And then I need to slice that bread. And then I need to add 2 slices to a board. And then serve and then make the pie. So honestly, I will do greatly increases customer eating time. And we do have several like windows here, so if I do need to place tables and like maybe have some trainers and I'm running back and forth, just dropping off pies once we are able to get them a little more automated. Okay, there's a sink. That's lovely. We're definitely going to need that for washing dishes quickly. We're going to buy this auto plater. And well, we don't have any conveyors to feed the auto plater. Oh, coffee table. It's way too early for me to be excited about a coffee table because the thing is though, me being like, well, it wouldn't hurt, but I just don't want to like end up with not having enough money because I did buy a $40 coffee table. But I'm also like with leisurely eating time, having a coffee table early where people can just come in and sit down. Although we do have 4 tables right now, it might be really nice. Upgrading a dining table to be might be also nice, but I think we're gonna want a better sink or even a dishwasher would be really nice. So we're gonna save our money. I guess a dishwasher is 60 coins, although we will have plenty more than 60 after this round, but we're going to save our money so we can upgrade. And yeah, let's continue on to day number 4. So I'll do my upgrading at the beginning of the day. Oh, I did not turn down the music. Let me actually pause. Turn down the music volume here. I wonder if 1 is too little. I don't know. I think sound effects are still okay. But this does sound very quiet. So I think we'll just keep it like this. And if anything, we can make some more changes later. Okay, I'll get this pie in. Place that there. Place the meat there. Get this customer served up. And call in a couple more customers. Not too many. Because, oh my god, because of course leisurely eating is, oops, excuse me, going to be a slight pain. Okay, we've got 2 tops everywhere, so I will work on cranking out some pies here. Maybe I can get one last phone call in, get some extra cash. Okay. And maybe... Okay, no, not quite. I was like, maybe I can get out one more pie before... Oh goodness, look at the mess coming into the kitchen. That is not what I want at all. No, no, no. Not good at all. At least you can like kind of, because the messes aren't entirely in the center always, you can kind of skate around them a little bit. But it's still not super fun. Me leaving all of my dirty dishes out. My goodness. Let's do one dish so I can feel better about myself. Anyway, thank you for coming to Honey's Pie Emporium. I hope that you enjoyed your pie and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Taking your sweet time, leaving the most disgusting mess. At least we have a sink here, so we can kind of clear the mess, but my goodness. Messy, messy customers, and we do not have a bathroom. We do not have a bathroom, so I don't even want to think about what that is on the floor. Okay, we've got soaking sink, which I do not want, and I'm trying to think. Clipboard would be nice, but I'm trying to think if soaking sink upgrades into, I think, wash basin. I should have the PlateUp wiki always up while I'm playing. But I want to say that the wash basin turns into a washing machine, or sorry, a dishwasher. Okay, yeah, wash basin turns into dishwasher, but soaking sink turns into power. So I think I will upgrade the soaking sink again to get power, and then even having a dishwasher later would be nice. But I will do a cheeky reroll here because we have 153 coins, and perhaps maybe it would be in my best interest to see if maybe we can get a better appliance. Oh, conveyor. Combiner. So we could technically combine. What does it upgrade to? I don't know what a combiner upgrades to, but we could potentially combine the meats and the pies just automatically. Honestly, I want to maybe make this a grabber instead, just because we did get it so early. I have been doing okay with dishwashing. I don't know when we're gonna see another sink though. I really wish I had another blueprint cab. That would be really nice. Blueprint cabinet, just like the one we have here. So I will buy the combiner, and do I know how it works? Do I remember? I don't think I do remember how they work. I think whatever is placed on it, it will combine with, well, I guess the initial, I mean, this is good for automation, but I guess the initial thing is mixing it in from a dough ball into a pie crust. And we don't need a portioner, we definitely need a combiner. So I guess we'll just save this again. Auto plater. We could definitely It's not bad right now, but we would definitely need to rework this corner situation here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this conveyor into a grabber. We do already have one smart grabber, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to make it into a smart grabber as well. So, do I know a lot about making pies in real life or in this game? Because in this game I'm just following the recipe cards, but hopefully we will see another sink again. And yeah, let's upgrade this conveyor. Okay, day 5, making pies. Okay, want to get these customers in and out as fast as I can, actually, because of the eating time. Taking their sweet time. Where are you gonna sit? Here? Oh, there's 2 people. I didn't even realize 2 people came in. Okay, well, let me get this pie going. Good thing the oven does not make any mess, otherwise this kitchen would be a danger zone. And by danger, I mean nobody wants to be in a dirty kitchen. Oopsie. Let's get this pie. Nice one here. Clear this table. Just get in the habit of doing that. Get these customers in and out, and I think I will go ahead and boop, boop on the telephone. Wash these dishes here. Okay, and it's just 1 customer. Oh, there's 2 again. I don't know why I keep thinking it's just 1. I guess they just are walking at the same time. Okay. Okay. And in we go. And there we have it, another day completed. In terms of pies, I don't know a lot about making pies in real life. I would definitely say I know more about making cookies in real life. I almost wish that I was one of those people who learned how to make bread, like during the early days of the pandemic, because then I would I'd be like, yeah, I can make a focaccia, or I can make an amazing sourdough, or oh look, here's my sourdough starter. I'm so proud of it. But I wasn't super into baking or anything like that. So here is where the cards start to really play into the, I guess, the overall impact the customers have on your restaurant when you go into decorating and everything. So we've got exclusive on the left here. Focus on making customers happy. Even to get inside your restaurant, people will wait a long time for a destination restaurant. And that comes with increased queue patience, extra per items delivered, queues stop, table patience decreasing. But then we also have the affordable option on the right here. And customers, focus on serving customers as quickly as possible. Sometimes it's not about a luxury. Decreased eating time, table consumables have a chance to be reused, halves eating time but no waiting phase. And because we have the leisurely eating card, I definitely want to go affordable. So let's go affordable, and it's decoration day, one of my favorite times. We've got lots of new wallpapers and just a couple floorings to choose from. And I kind of like to lay things out before I go about decorating. Got a dirty floor sign. Got lots of affordable bins, which is good because they are 30 a piece. We've got some neon signs, which are 40. I'm usually worried about saving my coin for some of the more expensive appliances that we will encounter later. So, I tend to go for the cheaper decorative items. Okay, so I think perhaps we could go with a darker dining room floor. Maybe that would look nice. My Pyamorium, and then I am, oh, that's not the hearts. I thought that it was the heart wallpaper, but it is not. It is this Mod Podge of creative decorative wall art, which I personally am not the biggest fan of. And then we've got this one or this one. This one is definitely less busy, so I think I will choose this. And we've already selected our flooring, so I guess we could see what the orange terracotta would look like, which is not bad. Maybe I want to have that in the kitchen. It's actually not too bad, but with the orange on orange, it might be a little much. Bread kit went so wild. You got a bread machine during, but you barely used it lately. Oh man. I feel like between like bread machines or like Ninja has a whole bunch of products, something that I've always wanted is a Ninja ice cream maker, because imagine being able to make any flavor of ice cream. You just like add in the ingredients and you can have it whenever you want. I just think that's like not me getting excited over an appliance, but like I'm like, that sounds amazing to me. Maybe I can ask Santa Claus, put it on my Christmas wish list. Anyway, let's get some stock pictures just because they will be out of the way. They are just going to go on the wall, but they are cheaper than the neon sign. And we'll do one more, so we will get an affordable bin. Let's do a dirty floor sign. Why not? And we'll put it right here actually. An ice cream maker would be awesome. I'm glad you agree. Also, hopefully, maybe during this holiday season, you'll get an opportunity to use your bread maker or your bread machine, even if you haven't already. Okay, so let's do that. We will upgrade this to hopefully be a smart grabber, or perhaps a conveyor. Maybe we can pull meat out of the fridge or do something with it, just starting basic automation stuff. Also, I am known to not entirely know what I'm talking about, just based off of things that I've seen in terms of automation, but when it comes to my personal experiences, I'm basically a noob. I'm very much a novice in this game, but I have seen enough to feel like I know what I'm talking about, if that makes any sense. Alright, let's get another pie started here. Can deliver that and that, just like this. Pop this in here. Oh, I did not start that pie. Okay. And take this out here, clear this table. Place this pie in the oven. Gotta go fast. Okay. We've just got a single top coming in. Make a pie and make a pie. And then I think I will call in some more folks here. I mean, I might as well finish out the day. I'm being so greedy for money. Um, okay, let's get lots and lots of pies made. So we've got a double top right there. And we've also got another double. So I will serve you, but I will wait to serve the last customers because I do need to make sure that I am upgrading my grabber that I just upgraded. Okay, so I will come this way, excuse me. Pushing them out of the way. And I know I'm being mean. I'm holding your pie right in front of you, just dangling it in front of your face. Like, oh, do you want to eat it? Just so I can upgrade. And we've got a rotating grabber. Okay. Good to know, good to know. And I feel like the decreased eating time did help a bit. We're now up to 2 stars at our restaurant here, which is amazing. Love to see it. Oh boy. Victorian standards. This is the RNG I was talking about. Ooh. Another 3-star difficulty recipe. But I feel like I could get away with Victorian standards. I absolutely could. Let's do it then. It might be boring, but listen, if you know how to make something well, what is it? If it's not broke, don't fix it. I think that's the expression. So, because we're really good at making meat pies, I'm just going to keep it that way. And we're just going to be a meat pie emporium. Okay. So now we need to do some kitchen, oopsie, redesigning here. Portioner, no, not necessary. We've got a dining table and a counter. A workstation would be lovely, but I really want a mixer. So, and also, what if we got another research desk or a blueprint cabinet and we can copy this? So I want to keep it in the cabinet before we go about re-rolling. So now with the Victorian standards, oh, this is, we actually have a lot of space because technically I could even come in here and like serve some customers down here. So this is not a concern by me whatsoever. We will have to shift some things around. That is no worry. Also, I'm going to need another sip of water here. Okay. Hello, Bree. Welcome in. Okay. So I'm going to place that there. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's move all of our counters back over here. Honestly, we can do research either back here or in just a different area completely as well. Okay, so if we, let's say we have, also it might be nice to grab another dining table. Customers lose patience when looking at me. Okay, well here we have another option. This is pretty far, so maybe, or also it would be nice if I got a conveyor, because I believe if I just place it, I'm trying to think if it's like a hot dog, which I know sounds random, but I've done hot dogs where, let's say, the sink is a conveyor, and then it can serve either table that it's next to. Okay, if we do this, and that's just one, and okay, this might be, maybe I'm thinking about this in a different way. Okay, so if we, I think what I will do, okay, we'll just slide that back that way, and then we will obviously move this. I think what I will do is kind of keep things to the left side. So if we have, okay, then I would want to actually move these. It's the way I put these over here because I was like, oh, well, I won't have a real need for them. But, you know, they do look nice. It's giving Subway decor. But I could put a table here. I could also place a table here. And that's two that I'm serving. And although patience might be lost a little bit just by me peeking in here, it's not the worst thing. And then we could, I'd hate to lose a double table, but we could technically have our dishes like here. I'm also trying not to take too much time organizing. Oh, right. I guess I would place it there. That would make the most sense to me. Let's see. I've always wondered, if we could have a corner grabber, but it be a smart corner grabber, to corner dishes, how just incredible that would be. Let's see though. If we, I also need to think about the output of where I would ultimately, we do have a combiner, and we do have extra plates, so I guess I'll kind of move everything upwards. And if I'm not leaving the restaurant, I suppose that wouldn't be a bad option either. For me to just kind of bar myself off a bit. The only thing is I can't serve these unless I do it from the corner. Just so interesting. I was just thinking, what's a good place for dishes? Unless let's see. Okay, so if I'm going with this setup, I feel like it would make the most sense, even though it would be a bit of a wasted travel, to have our sink set up here. And then if I am doing plating pies, then it would make sense to have the flour here. And I do want to be able to get between that here. So, and we could shove things back one just to give us a touch more space. And that way, we can have a counter here. Oh, this is quite far. I mean, we could just do that. And so I am serving here. We could use this as a counter. We can also place a counter here, of course. Where's the meat going to go? I mean, technically, oh, well, I do need to be able to grab plates. I was going to say, technically, I'm not even messing or going around with the conveyor belt, but a combiner, let's think. I don't believe I've seen many layouts with a combiner myself. So we could have this there. So if I need to, the only thing is corner grabbing might be a pain. Unless we... No. Okay. So, if we're making the pies here... Oh man, we also haven't seen a sink. But maybe after this reroll we will be okay. So I floured a sink, and then I definitely need a place to set it down. So maybe it's not terrible, but then again, I am serving everyone. So we could do perhaps something like this, because the pies come out of the oven and I plate them, and then I can serve, and then I can serve. We've got extra counter here, so I can put a done pie there, and in terms of grabbing meat, I can boom boom here, boom boom there, grab meat, make it or mix it up. I can also place a pie here, declare dishes, or anything like that. I don't know if I bought the combiner too early, but yeah, hello JP, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I feel like I would have to do more. We also have the autoplater. Oops, yeah, actually we do want it to go this way. We also have the autoplater, which... Okay, I feel like first maybe we need to think about re-rolling first before we truly get into the details of our kitchen. And we've got some extra counter space here, as well as, honestly, we could do something like this, which kind of seems odd, but, and then if we can also combine here. We've got like a little nook for everything. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. And then we can do research over here if I really need to use the phone. I can do that over there as well. I doubt we will ever need this trash can, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have. We've got these extra plates on this combiner here, so I have to think about what I want to do. But I'm going to keep this in this blueprint cab, and we're going to do a reroll. Maybe I could get another dining table. Is that what I want, though? I can't save it anyway if I am going to reroll, so... Absolutely huge reroll. Okay, so we're going to get this mixer, hopefully make it a rapid mixer so we can mix the pie crusts very, very fast. It's unfortunate that I do only have one blueprint cabinet, so I do not think that this conveyor will survive unless... Okay, so it automatically moves items, which means that it won't pull meat out of the fridge. So whatever's there will just kind of sit. Oh, this is too bad. Okay, I really, really need that mixer though. But I will buy this rotating grabber because if anything, we can. It might be a little silly, but if we can always have meat just coming out on the counter, then all we need to do is just grab it. And I don't know how I would do a combiner. If something needs to be mixed, I wish I knew more. If something needs to be, like, an action needs to be done to it, like, for example, the dough needs to turn into a pie crust, I'm like, is it possible that this step can all just be done with a combiner? We might have to do some testing. That could be interesting to see. If I go into creative, or not creative mode, this isn't Minecraft. If I go into practice mode, well, first I would need to move this where I think I will need it. We'll just see. If I place that there, we'll see how things go. So let's practice. Okay, and then so if I place that there, and how does this work actually? I think once I make this into a, okay, yes. So that's how that works. So I wonder if this can pull onto a combiner. Actually, no. How it would work is I would need to have, actually let's try that again. I would need to have, I think I would need to have another conveyor that's pulling it into here. And then once it's here, this is the space it combines on. Yes, so I wouldn't be able to use it quite yet. Let's see. If I... Okay, let's try something. A little bit of experimentation. If I have the conveyor... I mean, I don't know truly. We're just trying things out. So back to practice mode. Okay. That's going to pull that there. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Oops, and now I'm making dumplings. So silly. Okay. So, and I don't believe I can pull onto a combiner, but I do. Oh my goodness, I almost started the day. Yeah, I definitely want practice mode. Oh! It can pull onto a combiner. That's not bad. I would need to move it back one or over one. But that's not bad. And then if this is just like a mixer, I wonder how that's going to work out. We might as well test the autoplater while I'm here as well. I hope you have a great day at work. I'm sorry you have to leave the comforting ASMR vibes, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so what I will do is I will pull this back one, especially if so now we don't even need to access the meat anymore. Okay, how do I want to do this? So if the counter is here to combine, it can just be like this then. So it's still pulling the meat. It's very open. And I can't do it directly across unless then I make it straight and then I actually like it better this way. Okay. Then let's see what we can do with the auto plater. Because I'd be very curious. I actually don't even really know how an auto plater works. I think it's truly whatever's placed here gets plated, which kind of seems like, okay, yes, duh. However, it's not like we really have it. Oh, I see. So we would need to be feeding dishes into the back of this, and then whatever comes out of the oven, we could just automatically plate, unless we're gonna have to have some kind of funky little circle. If we are just having it auto plate, and then let's say, for example, like I can reload dishes from here. Okay, this actually works because we can boom boom here, and then this is going to combine. Make sure this is facing the right direction, of course. This is going to combine the dough that we make, and then we can wash dishes, and the dishes will always return to the rack. And if we need to reload the auto plater really fast, we can do that there. And then when pies come out of the oven, we just place them there. What we are missing is our counters, so I will go ahead and add these back. Things are a bit out of the way, especially with this table right here, but we did choose Victorian standards, which means that they lose patience upon seeing me. So I'm truly trying to limit visibility here by like pie, and also clear. I mean, they will be seeing me just a touch, but we can make our pies here, prep them. This is not bad. And then I suppose we could just have an extra counter over here. We can do our research at the beginning of the day. Let me make sure this is just facing the right way. Okay, I believe it is. We've got an extra stack of plates here, which eventually, actually, oh, it's not a grabber, it's just a regular conveyor, and it automatically moves items. I mean, it's 20, and it's not like I can save anything else because I really want that rapid mixer, because that would just be really nice. That way I don't even have to make it into pie crust. I can just have it go. But I am curious. It's not going to grab anything. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't believe it's going to actually do anything. But just to see. I think if I were to just have it push stuff along, I guess what it would do, like, instead of, like, for example, if I just had this here and I put a plate here, it would just like keep pushing the plate. I don't think it would ever fully reach here though. And also the thing, oh my goodness. I started the day. That would have been very bad. A little trick. You can technically save your restaurant just by going back to the beginning. I just wanted to start a practice. There we go. And I believe. Okay. So technically, but we would need to go from stack to stack. But I mean, technically, if I have a stack of dishes like here, like one of these two spaces, probably this one, and I guess anyway. It's good to know that it will just keep pushing it. But I don't believe we're going to use this for anything right now. If anything, we would use it to do something after the mixer. I mean, if we could conveyor mixer, that wouldn't be bad either, but I would generally prefer to get rapid mixer. Okay, so we've got our new setup. Everything's ready to go. A little bit of kitchen reorg. I'm not going to. Should I do a reroll? No, 30 for 3. No, so I won't do a reroll. But next round, hopefully we can get a better sink. We have not seen a better sink since I opted to get a grabber. So we shall see how things go. I will upgrade this very fast, and then I can honestly do this while I have one in my hand. Pop this in the oven. And okay. And the thing about the auto plater is it literally has two plates, and then it's done. So it's almost like, well, is it really worth it? Oh my goodness, the eye that appeared. It's like their big brother. Okay. Alright. So let's put this dish in the sink. Maybe the dish situation is not the best. But I feel like we might be okay just because we do have a smart grabber. And it is pulling things away. Okay. So I'll just load those up. Get another pie going. And leave that there. Oh, I didn't let it combine. I was too quick. I was faster than the auto plater. Oopsie. So we'll load those up. Get this going here. Okay, I'll take the 2. Oopsie. That's a silly mistake on my part. Maybe we'll call it the last person of the day. Get an extra 6 coins. But this, I feel like this kind of works though. It would be nice to have 2 ovens. Like if I could have an oven here and also an oven over here, that would be just amazing. That would be really, really good for me. How do you make a mess through the wall? I don't understand how that happens. Okay. Another day completed. Day number 8. We are nowhere near ready for a dumbwaiter for transportation, but we do have a sink. What did we get? A heated mixer. No! Oh, this is so unfortunate because we need the sink. But I do not want a heated mixer. No. So I guess we will do a reroll. I wonder if I just don't want to like end up kicking myself if I am like, no, I don't need another table. Because now we've got group sizes of 6. Or sorry, we've got expected group 6, total group sizes 1 to 2. So there could be 12 people, there could be 6 people. And while we are okay on tables now, I just wonder. I think what I will do is I'll wait until I get my kitchen kind of more automated. And then I can focus on being like, okay, let's maybe put a middle table here and like a bar table here or something, or just kind of filling in the space. So, unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to the sink and opting for a reroll. And another mixer, more plates. Ah, goodness. I'm going to go and do another reroll. Let me actually double check with the wiki. Heated mixer turns into conveyor mixer. And then I know that I think by doing it by hand, I am just originally going to be faster than a conveyor mixer, but that would be nice because we could move this even back one more. And then we have the mixer like mix the dough in whatever direction, and then it'll push it here, and then it'll automatically combine, and then I essentially I can just grab it and go. I'm trying to think though. Like if I'm making this into, if I just have a rapid mixer here, and then this is just like making it into a pie, and then I just place it down, and all I have to do is place it down. That is 2 clicks though. And I just wonder if, for example, I guess we would be blocking off one of these spaces, but if I just take the dough ball, I put it into the mixer. It's a conveyor mixer, so then it's just gonna push it here. And then I just 1 click versus a rapid where I would click, click, and then I'd have to click it again to pick it up. I think conveyor mixer might be what I want to save, so I will be okay to do a reroll. Okay, ooh, blueprint carve. I will very much take you. Thank you. Just what I needed. If only I could have saved the sink though. Okay. Prep station, we can put pie. If we make this a frozen prep, we can just save meat pies. So at the beginning of the day, we literally start with pies already made. So I think that would be incredible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna upgrade both of these. And yeah. We can go ahead and start our day. Alright. Good. Okay. Frozen prep for frozen pies would be very helpful. Okay, we've got 2 people coming in here. I will go ahead and throw that in the oven. Grab the second plates. Load up the auto plater. Get another pie made. Okay, put this like that. I'm always like placing this right in front of the auto plater like it's a free counter. And it is most definitely not. And be something we would also want to look for. Okay. Got a single top coming in for a pie. Can place that. Take this out of the oven so it doesn't burn, of course. Autoplater is nice. It is nice. It is nice. We're about halfway through the day. I do want to see about getting another pie or two made. We do have another single. Okay, we can get you in and out right away. Okay, place this in the oven. Okay, not them walking through the kitchen. I feel like I've not had the customers walk through the kitchen yet. Talk about taking the path of least resistance, even though I'm quite literally standing in the middle. Ring my telephone once or twice. All worth it though, all worth it. Okay, we've got one more pie to go. But before we serve them, this lovely, lovely customer right here, I will be taking the time to upgrade. So we're going to get a conveyor mixer and a frozen prep station, and we definitely have enough money to buy both, which is wonderful. Okay, thank you so much for coming to Honey's Pie Emporium. I hope you and your pie have a great day. I'll see if we can maybe get to day 10. We definitely won't be able to get to day 15 in this stream alone. But I hope you all have been enjoying the gameplay thus far. Another prep station. How interesting. I would like a sink. I know it's giving me dining, but I would very much like a sink. So let's take out our... Wait, 120 for the conveyor mixer. I did not realize that. I will definitely take this frozen prep station because, oh my goodness. And I think maybe... I haven't really used this table. If anything, I just kind of place... Well, I guess I would want to have it on the inside. Me trying to organize things a little better. But I could just place my already done pies. I guess the thing is about grabbing it from here. I guess truly I'm just... Like, I'm not really... They see me for, like, a split second, so genuinely, it's not... Boom, boom, boom. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I guess here would be easier. But if I do have pies coming out... Place it here, because I can't place it here. Why am I not... Oh, right. Because I need to replate. I was like, why am I not having something here? But... I can't have something here if I want to be able to reach the plates. So, and am I really using this counter? Maybe this one would be better because these ones I can use for serving. And this is just extra pies anyway, which makes it easy for serving the table farthest from the oven over there. And we just grab and go. And it is in a pretty central location. Obviously, we're not trying to save the uncooked pies. We want to save the pies that are fully cooked. And we just place them in there, which I will work today to make sure that we have this fully stocked. It would be nice. I really need a better sink. So I think, and we have 5 coins over, so technically we could buy a conveyor mixer. I think, though, what I will do is I will do another reroll just because I really want a better sink, power sink, or even a dishwasher would be really nice because I can't keep washing dishes at this speed. I don't believe we've seen a scrubbing brush. Hopefully I haven't turned one down, but we're good on tables. We have the mixer. We don't need a hob. If anything, I would love an oven. Prep station is 20. And yeah. So let's do another reroll. Wash basin. Wash basin turns into dishwasher. So I will actually save you. Mop, we are good. We have no messes. So that was actually really lucky. Aside from us also getting another blueprint cab. And this is what I was saying with the table though, is that so far I've been pretty on top of things. You know, knock on wood of course, but we haven't had to use this. And I hate to be like a nervous Nelly and be like, oh, we need a coffee table. I'm trying not to rely so much on coffee tables and maybe just rely more on my skill, my ability to turn over tables very quickly. But anyway, we will do both of these because I actually... If we did get conveyor mixer, we could... Like once I add the dough ball, obviously we would have to readjust the configuration of the kitchen, this little area here. But if I put a dough ball here, it would mix it into a pie and then it would push it, and technically we could have it push here and then it would just turn into like a pie. But but if this was a grabber, like I could just have it automatically pull and I wouldn't have to worry about. So maybe, I mean, I did buy it, but I don't know if we have any use for it right now. But if we do have it become a rapid mixer, I mean, it would still be fast regardless, and it is just like picking up and putting down. So I think let's double check. Conveyor turns into rapid. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and upgrade these two. We're gonna get a dishwasher, which will be super nice. And we're going to do a rapid mixer. And also, goodness, I'm forgetting how to play this game. And also, I want to make sure that we have our frozen prep with pies. So that way, we can start the day off with some pies. And that's less that I need to do at the beginning of the day, which would be quite nice. quite nice. Washing this dish here. Okay, placing that there. Okay. Again, too fast for the combiner. Have a wonderful night, Taylor. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Rest well. Okay, sleepy, but super upset. Oh my goodness, why are you... Oh? How rude. Like coming through my kitchen? And then you're gonna leave a mess? How dare you? How dare you? We definitely need a better dish return system. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Is that thunder? That's not good. Oh goodness. Okay. See, I've got me all flustered. I'm making silly mistakes. Okay. But everything's gonna work out in the end. I will ring my telephone one more time. Okay. No, you're not gonna push me out of the way. Absolutely not. Okay. We've got more two tops. And some of these pies, I need to make sure that I am placing in the oven. Or sorry, in the prep stand. So we'll do you two because I have the least amount of patience. Oh my gosh, that dishwasher is also going to be so nice. So nice. Okay. So I am going to be cutting it pretty close. But I at least would rather have some pies in here than no pies. Okay. Let's get this out. You're starting to get impatient. I'm just trying to get prepped because this is going to make my day so much easier at the beginning of the day. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Okay, so I will get you your pies. And we just have to make 2 more. I will place this one in here though. Okay. And I will try to upgrade as well. Okay, so we've got a dishwasher, and there goes the wrapped in mixer. Okay, so we technically need to make 3 more pies. Okay, so I will try to be very quick. Okay, just 1 second. Actually, let me mix this really quickly. I know I'm cutting it close. Okay. There we go. Thank you for coming. But that's amazing. We've got it, everything done. Got our pies ready to go. We've got 3 stars, which is amazing. Day number 10. And day number 10 will actually be the last day that we do today. So, let's see how far we can get. Oh no. Knead flour, add carrot and broccoli and cook. I assume the carrot and the broccoli are added whole, just like the meat, but all processes 20% slower. I think we have to do the 20% slower though, but like a slow dishwasher, that's gonna be so annoying. At least we have another one. I guess this is where I would wish that I had a power sink, because even its power sink is pretty fast. Pretty fast. At least dishwasher unloads automatically. And we do have lots of extra plates. We'll see how this run goes. Another research desk. That's really nice. So So we can maybe get a copying desk or a blueprint or discount. So I will be buying the dishwasher. I guess we could put the sink here, worst case scenario. The only thing now is that we kind of need to change this formation because we can't get water from the dishwasher. So I would boom boom here. All right, we do need a counter. Okay, and we obviously have Rapid now, which is only 60. But in terms of setting this up, it might take me a second or two here. We can obviously move our research desk and cabinets down this way. I do want to keep research desk. And I don't know. I guess we could also research dining at this point, but okay. So let's think here. Okay. Perhaps I would be interested in having some kind of like central kitchen point. I think the bottleneck is definitely with dishes. Because with pies it's pretty fast. I just have to determine where I would like them to end up. And I feel like this is pretty far from everything. But the dishes are... My table situation's also interesting. Because this is 3 wide. But you've got this extra bit here. We can have that be a 2 top. I think having them here is good. It almost makes me think, like, do I want to have something like this and then just kind of have a little bit of a funky kitchen situation? Because when they're walking through, they're technically not seeing me. Things are about to get real funky. And so I'm like, if I were to place like a table behind me, right? And so bear with me. We've got our oven here. Where would I... Oh gosh, dishes. Okay. I might completely change my mind about this also. If I have dishes here, and then for clearing purposes, I grab them. Okay, the oven can't go there. But let's just say... Oh, can this go through a wall? Well, first, let's look into that. In case I'm like accidentally wasting my time. Oh, I guess hold on, I have to get a dirty dish. Oh boy. I can't even make a... Actually, I can. Actually, no, I can't. Okay. Let's just say, for example. Right. Oh no, don't start the day. Please don't start the day. Okay, let's just say, for example, We've got one. We've got two. Where the little kitty's gonna sit. Okay, they're going here. I serve them. They eat. I technically only need to try this with one dish. 20% slower. So that's gonna run. And it's gonna run. Okay, so it can go through the wall. Okay. Good to know. So, and this will be easy for clearing. This will be easy for clearing. For this, it's a little out of the way, but it's not bad. Okay. And I would only ever be serving from this kind of area. I almost wonder. Okay, we've got the oven. I almost wonder if it would be better to have plates there. Dirty dishes here, here. No, that's even farther. Oh, well, I guess I didn't even consider this table. Deconstructing my entire kitchen just to probably put it back in a similar light. I think this is not bad, genuinely. Because I can clear. If I have the oven here, that does not do it for me. We're not auto plating anymore then. I mean, we could still be. Ooh, that's... I don't know. They can't see me. And with these tables over here, I guess I could do this, right? So now I'm serving here. I've got a spot to clear away. It's almost like if this was one more. Like if I can move this even back on more, then that would be better. If I'm not... This is way too far to run. It has to be vertically. And I genuinely think this is the best spot for dishwasher. Unless it's like, because this is still too far. But this, I can hit this, I can hit this, I can hit here. This table being here is a bit annoying. Or not this table, this counter. And then I can also loop around. If anything, I can clear. I could clear, and then I can like go from there. Actually, no. I think this was the other position that I had it in. Okay. Where do I want to put this last table? I mean, okay. So I think this is how I'm gonna have dishes, and I'm just gonna have the last table down here. I'm gonna have a... Oh my goodness, can you place that there? Thank you. A counter there for pies. In terms of baking, we are not gonna be able to use our auto plater. It's seeming like, unless we just do this, right? So then it's plating. The dishes get washed. They go this way. And then we can just load this up. Pies come out of the oven and we plate them. And then our emergency stockpile. So then, okay, but where are we making them now? Because I've now barred off this whole area. So, where are we making said pies? Okay, let's think. think. And suddenly I know. Pinky Dinky Doo. Any Pinky Dinky Doo stands? Such an old show. Okay. Let's see. Combiner. Okay, not there. But if we had a combiner here and we just had it pulling meat. Right, so let's say this just comes straight out. We had the mixer here. I would want to, and I would need the water. So I would, this is like backwards, like I almost want to like boom, boom, and in. Unless we change locations. Because I'm thinking I could either put the dishwasher here and then move everything up one. And then I could have the, I don't know where I would put the oven, but for example, I would have the other sink here. Or I would keep the sink there. And so then I would just have to like click around. Actually, I don't know. Let's put this back. Maybe we just, because we could move this back. The other thing is like refilling the autoplater. We could even go as far as having this come out here. Okay, right. We've got the mixer here. So the meat is being pulled here. We can make a dough ball up here. Right, so we can, well actually I would want this to be the other way. We could double sink mix it, and then once it turns into a pie crust, all we do is click. Okay, and then we pick it up and we bring it down to the oven, and then it's cooking, it's great, amazing. Oh, and then if we autoplate her here, that totally works, because then we can essentially corner. Then in terms of where the extra pies are going to go, we could place that there. It would be nice to use that as like a serving space, but we could do something like this, where we've got extra counter space to place the extra pies on. The only kind of snafu, unless we shift things so it's just like here now. Because then that's only one table we have to worry about, right? Oh, right, this counter is being used by the autoplater. Ooh, okay. So once the pie comes out, we would just be placing it here. Right, boom, 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 boom. Honestly, I guess I would rather have it be this way. So then if I really, like, I can take a pie out of the oven, place it there, grab it, plate it, bring it over, plate it. I have space here to take dirty dishes, place them in the sink, take dirty dishes, place them in the dishwasher, or I can take a plate. Or sorry, or I can take an extra pie and just set it there. It's a little, it's not bad. Honestly, this isn't terrible. We've got our extra pies here, which I could even move. I could even move this like this. And then if I really need to like grab a pie in a pinch, I can still plate it. I can like plate to pie. And then we've got service. The only thing is, with customers coming in and out of this store, it might be annoying when I am trying to serve, which is why I was like, let's keep it open instead of just blocked. I almost wonder if this is a good place for our extra pies, or if I think this is a good place. It's semi-emergency, but so now, in terms of researching, I would research out here. And then, if I really needed to use my telephone, I suppose I could place it there. No real need for the trash can, but I will keep it there. I suppose additional counter space down there won't be bad. Just this random table. I do kind of regret buying it, but maybe it'll still prove itself to be useful. We've got extra plates. Well, this is our original 4-stack. So we can upgrade the, what are you, a dining table and a research desk. And we'll try it out. I think everything is facing the right direction. I guess I'll just place another counter there, just for like evenness question mark. And then, or maybe we can have our telephone like here. That's so random. Anyway, so both of these are getting upgraded. Okay, we figured it out. It did take me a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with this kitchen setup. Practice mode, just to like go through the motions. So we make that. Okay, it is kind of fast, but okay, we've got our pie, and then I would place it and plate it from here. We can refill the auto plater. Okay. We can research here. Let's say they sat down here. I would just run, place that there, place it there. I've got the ability to place it here as well. I think this is pretty solid. So let's start day 10 and then call it a stream. Okay. So here we go. I'm a little nervous, but we can do this. I believe. And honestly, we do have 4 pies ready to go. So I might try and do one research, or I'm gonna get rudely interrupted here. Okay, get a pie going. Okay, that, oh right, and processes are 20% slower. I did remember that. Right. Okay, that's just a singular click. The dishwasher, right? Yes. I was also just like, rapid mixer isn't super fast, and that's only because, okay, we got a single. That's only because processes are 20% slower. Okay, we've got another single. We'll get you in and out, just like so. And I will, oops, don't want my pie to burn. I will research right now, and then we can ring my phone a little bit. Because processes are slower, actually, let me start this dishwasher right away. My goodness. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we've got our next pie. Oopsie. Right. Yes, the autoplayer is great. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy. 'Cause I want more money. Ooh, that mess is disgusting. I hate that mess. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay, but at least all of our research is done. I'm honestly gonna start this, even though it only has 3. Okay, this feels a lot better with some of our processes automated now. Okay, let me get our auto plater. Oopsie. Okay, there you are. We can place this, and we didn't even have to use any of our extra. That's gonna be so nice to be able to get this auto plater like refilled like once we get more grabbers. But yeah, day 10 was actually surprisingly smooth with our new kitchen setup. But yeah, feeling good, feeling good. Alrighty, and we can end on a decoration day. How lovely. Okay, now I don't see the heart wallpaper that I thought I was going to put in my kitchen back here. We've had this ugly orange wallpaper up for quite some time now. Let's get all of our decorations together. We've got a... Oh my goodness, we have actually 5 flooring options. My goodness. I don't believe I've ever seen... Okay, not like I've never seen that many before, but in like one round we get 1 wallpaper, which I'm going to switch even if I don't like it. Okay, wait, maybe this in here and this in here. Okay, I do like that better. I don't like the flooring though, so I guess it's a good thing that we've got quite the variety now. I've almost gotten used to the way this flooring looks. So, but blue, pardon me, blue in the back, just sitting up a little bit. I've gotten quite the bit of gamer posture, turning into a shrimp. That's not bad. That's not bad either visually. I believe these are the same. I do not want that. The blue flooring is not the vibe. I suppose we could. And I think this is the rusty old wooden flooring, which I'm not a fan of either. And then this is just the nasty yellow. Nasty, nasty. So what we'll do, we can have a blue room. And then, I suppose if I really just wanted to place these around. Just so random. Anyway, now that all of our free stuff is placed down, 40 40, 40. Stock picture is 30. Table consumables have a chance to be reused. It's not like really doing anything with that. I believe it was they can sit. Does it tell me in the cards? No, it doesn't tell me. Wait, X to act? Okay. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm trying to think if it's like they will sit down before the tables are cleared, or if it was there's no waiting time because they're just going to say their order, which I don't entirely want, but I guess we'll keep building towards the table consumables, have an opportunity to be reused just in case. So I will buy another stock picture. And okay, before I get too crazy, simple. No, we want fancy. Fancy is the one that gives us money. I will buy this blueprint desk so we can lock in another blueprint during our day. And maybe I'll just save the simple table. If I go to the wiki, simple table turns into metal. So maybe we just hold on to it. Maybe that's what we do. We could put a metal table here. Oh, but then they would see me, so it wouldn't be the Victorian style. I'm not sure. But the good thing about this is I can think plenty more off camera if I really, really need to. But yes, this is going to be our setup for the next time we continue this playthrough. Unless I want to try a different recipe. I think it would be nice to do another recipe, get another restaurant going. But I'll be sure to let you know about the success of Honey's Pie Emporium if I do continue off camera. So let's go ahead and head back, save and return to HQ. And end things off. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to click that like button and subscribe for more ASMR gaming videos. I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, in whatever time zone you're in, and I will see you on Thursday for another Is This Seat Taken episode. There are only 2 cities left to visit, and the one we will be going to on Thursday is New York. So please look forward to that puzzle gameplay. But yes, take care. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the hearts as well. Goodbye.